Hi there, I'm the BigCraigO, and thank you for coming and watching the next in my Witch Hunter? No, Demon Hunter leveling chase to have the bestest Demon Hunter in the universe. Maybe not. Basically what I've been doing, and those of you that are familiar with what I've been doing on Diablo 3, is going through and picking out characters and sort of working on them. The Demon Hunter class as such is really good fun to play, and I've been really lucky with some of the items that have dropped for me. So I've got a fairly good build, as you can see here. And I'm slowly going around and increasing the effectiveness of the individual pieces. So those of you that joined me for the stream last night on Friday the 27th of August, will have seen that I actually augmented my satchel, which is pretty cool. And I had a couple of messages come through from different people in chat asking how do you augment? What's the process? How do you do it? So I thought I would do a little sort of short video, not short as in a relatively clear sort of video on that specific element of Diablo 3. So what you need, let me just go to the correct tab, is you need a legendary gem. You need a number of these, and by these I mean gems. So you've got a legendary gem, you've got some regular gems, and an item of ancient level. So we go over to the cube, go to the recipe, and it's recipe 10. Yeah. So you need an ancient item, primal ancient. But an ancient item, you need a legendary gem, and you need flawless royal gem of whatever type you want to augment into it. So what I'm trying to say is you pick an item, put it in there, put this in there, put this in there. Yeah? Then you could transmute it and it would get an extra ability. Now, the higher the gem level, the legendary gem level, the higher the gem level, the better the augment is. You can augment items multiple times, but you lose, it doesn't stack, you lose whatever it is that you've done previously. So as an example, this one here, I augmented it with a level 90 gem. And you can see if you look closely down the last line in the top section of blue, the primary abilities, that it got plus 450 dexterity. Yeah, pretty straightforward. This one here, primaries, bottom line, plus 500 dexterity. And that was because I used the same gem, not this specifically same, but the same type of gem, but it was a level or a rank 100. So you can see there's a little bit of a benefit there for every 10 levels. So what you need to do is get a gem, get it larger, 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 and then once it's at a level you're happy with, you augment it. The sooner you can augment, the better. So basically what I am going to focus on for the rest of this video is running some riffs, greater riffs, to get this gem up as high as I possibly can. Yeah, and then at the end of this run, we hopefully will be able to augment 100 gem into my chest piece, let's say. Yeah, so let's go and do that. So a couple of things to check out. I'm going to just burn my blood shards because I'm going to pick up more blood shards as I do these greater riffs. So I might as well see if I can pick something amazing. It's not bad, it's not amazing. Okay. So I've got another 356 to spend. Cool. So I've spent those, salvage them, salvage that. We're all good. Now, so we go in here, Now we could do level 100 if we wanted to. There's no real benefit to us doing that. Basically a level 90 is you're not going to get better drops in what your the elites etc. are going to drop in the rift, supposedly the greater rift. So we'll do level 90s, and hopefully we'll speed through it at a pace that keeps us moving fairly quickly. I'm going to empower them. So when you empower a rift, it means you get an extra roll, an extra upgrade on the rank of your gem that you're trying to rank. So you get 3 for finishing within the allotted time. You get +1 if you don't die. You get +1 if you empower them. So 5 potential. All right, so like that, and off like that we go into here. And you can see on the right hand side there, the purple rift sort of meter slowly filling up. And the more baddies that I kill, it'll keep going up. If I get elites, it jumps up with those purple orbs. Or globes, I think they call them in Diablo. So it's important that you keep ahead of that, because the bottom, that line that you can see, that's the timer. If that hits the end before you finish the rift, you don't get any augments, you don't get to complete it in the way that we wish to. So, look, 90 is not the hardest rift in the world, but it's still, you have to be careful in any rift that you do, because you're potentially going to lose one of your upgrades on your, or ranks on your gem if you die once. Yeah, it happens, like sometimes it's just situation and you get caught in the wrong spot at the wrong time, but you just aim for it not to be the case as much as possible. I mean, we're not playing hardcore mode, which, to be honest, if you're playing hardcore mode, that would be you definitely don't want to die. But the big one for this particular run and what we're trying to achieve is we want to get that gem up to 100 so we can upgrade our chest armor. So you can see those purple globes and how much that makes that rift meter go up. Sweet revenge. To the next floor. Careful there. I'll make a little bit of damage. Alright. Just being careful because I don't want to die. Uh-oh. So those elite abilities to be able to freeze an opponent. like that is not ideal, because then everyone just bullies you. Okay. Build up the speed. So I've got an item on my supporter that allows me to, when I get a pylon, it creates some elites. You'll hear people refer to Nemesis braces or Nem braces. That's what that is. More elites in the corner there. So there's the Rift Guardian. So now we just got to kill this fella before we die. Or if, don't die when we're doing that. Pick up all of our items. Ooh, we got Indigo, that's nice. And then we get a gem. It's at 100%. So it's got 50, level 51, or rank 51, rank 52. Just like that. And then we head back to town and start that process again. Alright, so at this point in time, it's all gravy from here. Now you don't go and do all of the normal stuff that you do if you're just sort of playing around, because you want to try and speed through this as quickly as possible. So you close the rift, protect, is that the word I'm looking for? Repair, and then you just go in and do another one. You can basically do 3 rifts before you'll need to really quickly you can go through and do 3 rifts before you'll need to empty your inventory. Now there's a lot of ghosts on this level and they are pretty scary. So just be mindful if you're doing this type of thing. There are certain elites and certain creature types that can really slow you down and be careful around. Especially like at the lower levels, less of a priority, but as you're going up in the levels, it becomes more of a consequence, or very quickly you can just die without even making a huge mistake. So the charges on these creatures that I'm just fighting now, whatever they're called, are really, really devastating, so just be mindful of that. Those explosions, kind of bad too. If you get caught in a bunch of those, your character will be mortally challenged fairly quickly. And although, like it's not a big deal if you do die, then don't stress about it. If you can get that extra upgrade or rank for your gem, just they add up over a period of time, obviously. Just clearing out the area there. We're definitely in a good situation at the moment. So just going to build up my speed, 20 there. Move away from these guys because they will kill the bejeebers out of you pretty quickly. Alright, so I'll just pick those up. Now I'm going to go up here. Okay, that's all done there. So that's all clean. That's where it came in from. I'm pretty sure that's where it came in from. Yes.
I need more hatred to do that.
This is a problem when you've really been clearing out an area and then you get lost. I feel like I just did. You end up backtracking and going the wrong way. But it is what it is. Alright, so just around the corner here is the next floor. Build up the speed again. And go through and push it. there. Good. Alright, just keep pushing it. Okay, next floor. Build up the speed again. Okay. With the Demon Hunter, and I suppose the Barbarian being two that I'm sort of familiar with. There you go. It's important that you always look at the sort of area you're in and don't overwhelm yourself with baddies, because if you need to get a bit of distance so that you can not get killed, you don't want to burn all of your roads out. That's kind of bad. Okay, still at 100. Okay, back to town we go. Rinse, wash, repeat. Okay, let's go make sure that our items are all good. Close here. Here. Another great rift. Yeah, cool, man. I wish you luck too. That's something to be really careful of those furnace things. They will really mess you up if you're not careful. And as the levels get higher, they just do huge amounts of damage. Shoot your glowy stuff at me, you harpies. Killed a couple of elites there, that's good. Look, elites are obviously better because they help you jump, but just normal stuff is good to kill too. Clear out the space. Can't go that way. Okay. These things here, be careful of them, whatever they're called, because they will mess you up. Again, be careful. So you can sort of see how if you were to push too hard into an area, you could get just swarmed and surrounded by stuff that's going to pole at you. So just try your hardest to dive a little bit in, but just give yourself an exit strategy if you can. Just to be able to give yourself some space. You play Diablo enough, not that I'm saying I'm some sort of crazy veteran, but what I've learned is it really sucks to be so close to finishing a greater rip and to die. The last couple of creatures, it's not upsetting, but it's annoying. But it happens. So we're at 97% at the moment. So very soon we'll be. There we go. There we go. And the reason we're doing 90s is because this is where you're not going. If you do 100, you're not going to get. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this, and I want to drop these silly pants, and I want to drop this. Okay. Sorry, what I was going to say was you're not going to get better drops as far as the items go for doing 100, yeah? And you don't need to push the level too high because this is a low gem that I'm trying to level up at the moment. Okay, so as you can see there, my kit is full. I've got one spare space. So do that, and then I go over to old mate here and get rid of the blue, the yellow, the blue, and the common items because there's just nothing there for me. And then I'm going to go through and just get rid of stuff that's not crucial to my success at the moment. I'm basically looking for legendary items that are ancients that I need for followers or an upgrade for my equipment for one of my classes. I'm looking for ethereals like that and any primals, which are the red set items. That. Okay, so we've got a bunch of materials from that. Put that in there for now. It's nowhere near as good as that. But anyway, I'll keep it there just because I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Do another one. Like I said before, slowly but surely, just keep yourself as much as possible in charge of where the damage is coming from, because it is very easy to get surrounded, and then once you get surrounded, you're cut off from being able to get out of harm's way, and then you'll die, and your character will become mortally challenged. bang out as much as possible, the easy kills, easier kills. That also means I'm less likely to run into a bunch of creatures that are going to cause me damage. So when for example, I push into an area, I happen to take some damage and I want to pull back. Don't want to pull back into this room and have a bunch of things that can just finish me off. That's the idea anyway. Gonna just push up here and see if there's anything else. Ooh. See what I mean? Like that was a pretty devastating little hit there. Alright, so that's pretty much cleared. So now I go on to the next floor. Build up my speed again. See, there's elites right at the door. That's not a happy day. So that's the other thing is like when you're leaving a floor, sometimes you want to be able to come back to it so you don't get killed. You know, like if I took a massive amount of damage when I came out, then I could have jumped back to the level before. But if you leave it uncleared, the risk is you've got nowhere to sort of retreat to keep yourself alive. And there's different builds that support different sort of strategies when it comes to that. You know, as an example, those of you that are familiar with my streams will know that my mate JMO is, you know, fairly highly skilled. If you're watching this, JMO, don't get a swell head. But so he's gone for a more damage-centered build than what I've got. I've got a bit more sort of less damage but more resilience because I'm not as good at playing Diablo as he is. So I need that extra little bit of augmentation, a little bit of help. So we're at 69, which is cool. And we head back to, maybe. Got to go through a USB hub and it draws a lot of power from lots of different devices, so sometimes it just goes, I'll prioritize not your keyboard. Okay, no, we're all good there. Now, because I've maxed out my blood shards, I'm just gonna do, like I said before, just do this, just to give me some, hopefully some goodies. At the very least, I'm creating materials to be able to do other things later, which is good. All right, finally, might do some rings.
It's too expensive.
Okay. Alright. Close this off. Spend that point. And off to the races. Lots of shooting stuff on this level. keep pushing. If the creatures, oh, that was pretty brutal. If the creatures that you're pushing into are pretty soft, you probably go in a bit further than you would normally. But yeah, just be mindful that being quick and pushing through and surviving aren't always the same thing. There's the amount of times that I've sort of just quickly gone through and left a bunch of really mediocre creatures behind me, but then got smashed by something big around the corner and then not being able to pull back safely. Super easy to fall into that trap. Globes are important. Alright, second floor. Those explosions.
You won't survive that.
Just pushing it up. It's still at 100%. You see it says upgrade chance 100%. So just pushing it up. At some point it will start to drop, and that's when you need to increase the difficulty level of what you're running, the rifts that you're running. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to sign off, and then I'm going to come back and do the actual augment, because otherwise this video is going to be long. So I'll see you in a few moments with the augment process once I get the gems to 100. Okay, I'm back. Took me a bit longer to get the 100 gem than I wanted, but needless to say, I've got it. So I'll show you how that looks. Here, got the gem done. These done. Go over to the cube. Actually, before I do that, I'll ID this stuff. All good. Go over to the cube, go to recipe 10. Whoops. 10. That one, and this one. All right, so I've got that all in there now. You can see the gem, whatever gem, legendary gem that the number you want. I've got 3, I've got 8 in there, but 3 flawless royal emeralds. The reason you use emeralds for this particular build is that's what you're trying to augment, the dexterity increase. And then the ancient or better. So transmute. Kablamo. So So if we have a look there, we now have plus 500 dexterity on that piece. So, fantastic increase in our dexterity. Right there. So pretty chuffed about that. That in a nutshell is how it works. I just wanted to show you guys the sort of process of getting a gem from 0 up to 100. Or in this case 49, 50, whatever. From a number up to 100 and then using that augment process. So yeah, I'll upload this and you guys can hopefully give me some comments. If there's any particular things that you do differently that maybe are better, let me know. I'm always keen to learn the best practices, but that's my understanding of the best way to do it at this stage. Other than that, guys, have a fantastic one. Enjoy your day, whatever you're up to, and I will see you on the battlefield soon.